That's a waste. Hello, Snugglebugs. Welcome to today's Hearthstone video. We're coming back at you with the same Beast Hunter deck that we actually had uploaded a few days ago. So the one when we played it a few days ago, the nerf had not come into play, so we decided, you know what, here's a before, almost, and an after snapshot, one right after the other. And yeah, so here we go. Looks like our opponent is likely still playing the same deck as we are. I will say that the overall win rate percentage of the deck is shown here at 57.21% after the last few days. I think this has already dropped down to like a 52%, which is a lot more reasonable in my opinion. Still puts it as one of the highest decks in the meta, which means that it didn't completely destroy it, but it's not the dominant and only one. Which is kind of what we were asking for in the first place, to my knowledge. Now, we already have a decent 4-drop and a 5-drop, but I kind of want Rush over my Okani. I feel like the way that this board is going, we're going to want as many reactive things as possible. So we have a Stag charge here to, you know, take out one thing if we need to. Hopefully they're playing Secrets. Okay, so they actually have a different deck than we do. Interesting. Is it Freezing Trap? It looks like... oh no, it's Snake. Okay, so this is like more of a Rats and Bats token style, it looks like. As much as I'd love to go face, I think we absolutely need as much control. We're going to be playing more of a control game compared to our opponent, if I'm reading their opening few turns here correctly. Beard. Lighting seems a little off today. La, la, la. Anybody else remember that Final Fantasy X Yuna, or 10-2 Yuna singing scene where it's like supposed to be right intense, but it's just like la 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 la. Anyway, okay, you know what? That's pretty good. Sort of makes me want to switch up my plan because they don't have as many things as important to react to as I had originally thought, and they may draw something here that they want to play, so we'll do a minion, because currently they don't have enough on the board to take out my Okani. So if I can counter a minion successfully, that would be fantastic. Oh, nope, okay, Castle Kennels. At least if they did have something else they wanted to play, maybe this at least changed their plan, you know? And that's sometimes good enough, really. And that makes it so they're going to only have the 1/1, which is sort of weird, because playing the Rat King now feels like... okay, there we go. We can take that out with the Rat King instead. I was going to say, feels weird to basically give them a better minion. Oop. Just like that. That's starting to look like that might have been the play they wanted anyway. So, maybe we... oh my goodness. Yes. Look at this. Look at this deck they got going on. I don't think... okay. Huntsman Altimore is decent maybe later. Unfortunately, I don't have a good way to... let's gun face. Okay, we know there's a baddie guest on the bottom, so if we Rarran Saber for the harpoon gun, we can K9-otron the batty guest. Okay, okay. It's not going to be enough of things dying. So next turn, we can get both the Rarran Sabers down to rush into something. That's good. But they're probably going to clear our board here. I feel like their harpoon gun did them a magical wonders. Oh my gosh. This is interesting because as much as I'm obviously, I think, on the losing end of this one, the fact that they're still doing this much pressure to me on turn 6 still shows and highlights the deck, actually. So I kind of take that in a way as a win in and of itself. Rarran Saber. Yeah, we can double... actually, no. That would be silly, wouldn't it? Not that it matters, I guess. Unless I kill the Rat King here, which might be a good call. Let me kill a 3/1 with the weapon to give me my Sunken Saber. 3, 6, 7, 9. That's not going to be awake. Okay. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. If that dies, I'll get my Rat King. I do. So not dead yet, but I don't really have good comeback mechanics, and they can put me down to... yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Sunken Saber, probably it is. Yes. And then I guess we could always Selective Breeder to try to get the other 4 mana Sunken Saber. Yeah, it might be what we need. I kind of want the Sunken Sabers to die, actually. Yep. What do we get here? Sunken Saber! Sure, sure. Trade. Trade. Come on, give me a big taunt. Big taunt! Hey, Mountain Bear. Let's see, is that going to be enough? Because they can kill this, that'll come back up. Depending on what they have in their hand, it might be enough to live for one turn. I mean, that'll fully infuse my ult more, I guess. Honestly, if I was them, I'd be trying to sneak in a hero power every single turn, because in 3 turns... Oh, wait, is that... This hits there... No, I don't think that's still... Not enough. Because this will trade into one, and these both have to trade into the other. Uh-huh. Wild Spirits. This gives them the... Okay, good. It did not. It did not give them the rush one. And that means they can't squeeze in the hero power either. Alright, so this summons 4 minions in total. So we're good to summon this now. We'll trade... Weirdly enough, I'm going to trade... Ooh, I actually don't know. We hit here. I don't want my Rat King to die, actually. So we're just going to hit here. Hopefully get our other Mama Bear. Oh! Okay. Alright, so we're at 5. They didn't hero power last turn. They might have... I don't know, because they're playing a little bit of a different version than we are. So if they don't have Insatiable Devourers in their deck, which doesn't seem like they do... Oh my gosh. 21. I have King Crush. Yes! Now, I know that wasn't a direct mirror match, and so therefore it's hard to tell, but this deck still feels very strong with that. I thought we were done. I was going to use their deck to highlight how good Beast Hunter still can be. But if you enjoyed that, like, comment, and subscribe, and we're going to go hop into another deck. Another game with the deck and see if we can keep going. Looks like we're going up against a little bitty Warlock, which makes sense. Again, as per the data, Curse, I think it's Curse Imp Warlock is now the top deck with like 54% win rate. So it kind of makes sense that there would be some people out there now switching to that. Plus people used it before. And honestly, it is a fun deck. I'm not a big fan of the Imps. I love Curse Warlock. Not a big fan of the Imps. Just not really my playstyle. But that's okay. People... Ooh, I'm going to take the Rat King for the ability to, hopefully, if we survive that long, be able to make some good trades, get multiple Rat Kings down. You know the drill. If they play... Yeah, no, we're good. But yeah, this deck is another deck that we'll probably be playing again here on the channel soon. I may take the Imps out and try to see if we can't just make a pure Curse Warlock deck work. But this deck is very good, I must say. Now, technically, Harpoon Gun to set up for later turns may be better, but Wild Seeds is just also so strong right now. Feel like getting 2 minions on board is just better. Plus, we can take out their Imp. Look at that. Look at that. Now, they had to use 1 charge of Vile Library already to take out our 1/3, which is, I mean, sure, I'm okay with that, honestly. Ooh, Cultist. Cultist. The only thing I guess now is this will make it so my Harpoon Gun's only going to get 1. So actually, I think instead of even playing the Harpoon Gun for that reason, we will just play the Kennels and the Bats. Boom. Trade. There we go. Now, next turn, we'll get the Nerf Stag Spirit Wild Seed. It used to be a 5/4, went down to a 4/3. Boom. Yep. And that's going to let them get their 3/3 Mischievous Imps, of course. Oh, right. Ooh, and 6/6 is an awkward breakpoint for my Rat King, isn't it? But that's alright. Ooh. We can still Rat King and take out both these 2 smaller Imps. Yalls. Yalls. The only thing is, this is setting them up now, that's 5 minions that are dead. So if they did have Imp King Reform in their opening hand as well, it would be fully infused. Which means next turn we're going to be in lots of trouble.
That was a problem for future me.
You have to just play on the turns that we can. Okay, I'm fine with that, actually. Doggy Biscuit into this allows that trade. Ooh, or be Rarran Saber. Buff, buff, buff. And trade, trade, trade. Hit this with my weapon. Technically hitting them for 2 more face is good and better mana usage, but they have no minions on board and just use a touch of the Nezrim, so I'm kind of wondering if Peasant for more draw is the right play. Feels strange missing out on some damage there. We may want that next turn. Yeah. Oh. Yep. No, that's a good response. Doggy Biscuit would have not only made it so my Peasant didn't die, would have kept my Wild Seed alive, so hindsight and all that. Should have seen that coming, I guess. Or even Abyssal Wave. Ooh, that could be good. So we can Harpoon Gun, hit, discover the Sunken Saber. Yep. And then trade the Doggy Biscuit for the Sunken Saber. Boom. And that's why we kept the Biscuit. They have such a full hand, though, so we're kind of playing from behind. Now, if this... Oh my goodness! And they also did have the Imp King Rafon that whole time.
And now I am future me, and this sucks.
Well, was not sure if I could handle this. Well, you know what? We know that giving this 2 attack allows us to trade into the Imp King Rafon. Ooh, and the Rat King. Okay. The only thing is, I actually kind of want this Rat King to die so this Rat King can wake up. So if we hit... I'm just going to trade into this while that one's waking up. But K9otron is only going to give me these options later anyway. I'm going to take the Altimore. And we'll buff this one. Oh, it only gives them attack. That was silly of me. Oops. For some reason, I was thinking it was +2/+1 or something. Yep. Oh. That's a waste. That means that now next turn if I have a beast, which I guess I know I won't get because I'm getting K9otron. It's okay. Now, I know I misplayed a little bit earlier, but I will say that the fact that the Stag went down to 3 health has felt impactful. The Harpoon Gun over multiple games, both against us and us using it, the Harpoon Gun nerf has definitely felt impactful. So nothing that completely murdered the deck, I feel, but definitely has been enough changes that we notice, you know, the win rate has gone down. And I feel like this is a good example. I didn't actually have that much trouble at all against Imp Warlock before. And now that these have changed, it's kind of, you know, lit up a bit. So this I can instantly trade in the 5, 4, 3, 6, 9, 11. They only have to give me 1 curse. This I play the curse, but I get only a 1 out of 3 chance really to hit the 5, 4, but I just need to. That has to be the risk play, right? We got it. It's not gonna help us enough, but we got it. So now they have 3, 6, 9. A curse will only deal 3 damage to us, so 1 curse won't kill us. However, more than likely, they have a way to give us 2 curses right now. Drag below. Probably drag below one of their own minions. Abyssal Wave. Yeah, that's fine. So I think, based on my, I will say, partially anecdotal information here, is that the Curse Warlock was a pretty good deck before, but Beast Hunter still beat it very often, like pretty easy. Final thoughts, Beast Hunter still feels very strong based on what we saw here today, but definitely the nerfs made an impact, and I'm actually pretty grateful. Hopefully that means we'll start seeing other decks, a variety of decks. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.